Hello, this is a test of the broadcast system. I guess I gotta learn to look at the camera, not the thing. I just speak. Anyways, I'm gonna try and do the video. I'm gonna try and narrate the video. Start doing a beginning and then doing. Alright, here's the deal. I've been working with my 350 Legend I picked up from Bear Creek Arsenal, the upper. And couldn't get any bullets yet. I didn't have any. I had some cast bullets I shot. That'll be another video. But I had some, where are they at? The dog ate my bullets, okay? No, seriously. I went away and he ate. She loves boxes. She got the box off the loading thing and she ate it. But here's the, I was able to save the front of it. Right there. And these are pistol bullets, so they're not designed to run at these velocities. And I've got a load work up where I got them just over 2,300 feet per second. Which is rocking, okay? And they're staying together in flight. Boy, when they hit the... I tried them running them in the sand, and there was like nothing left. And then I tried them in water jugs. And I destroyed the first two water jugs, put a little hole in the third one. The bullet did not enter the third one. So what I did was I got some pictures and stuff I'll put on here of these. But this is what we started out with. It's supposed to be 158 grain, and I'll weigh it, and we'll see what everything was. But they'd be good for target loads, and they're less expensive. I mean, I bought them at my local shop, which is not cheap at all. I'm sure you could find these a lot cheaper online, $25.99 for 100. But man, they fly great. They chamber. The only problem I have with these ones, now factory stuff chambers fine, but again I've only shot 7 factory rounds because I'm cheap, and they can't find any cheap factory rounds around here. They're all the hunting road, okay? So anyways, you can put as many as you want in the magazine and they'll work to the last one. The last one always stovepipes, and I've taken the upper apart and I've knocked off. There was a little bit of burr on one of the on the right hand loading ramp, if you look at it with the barrel downrange, so to speak. I took those off and then I polished the snot out of them, and now they're really feeding well. It's just that last one every time, so not the end of the world. But boy, they hit hard. I got some video of some steel where I loaded 5 rounds to shoot the water, got what I wanted out of the first round, so I had 4 rounds left in the magazine. Well, I had to do something with them, so I thought, I'll shoot the steel. They hit the steel ridiculously hard, just insane hard, and they're fairly accurate. In fact, with mine, right there, and I'm sure, absolutely sure, this one here was me. Because when I screw up or get in a hurry, I always shoot to the left. But I mean, so that's a nice group, at least for me, for my shooting skills. That was just on a, it wasn't like a lead sled, it was just on a, I had a rest for the end of the barrel, so to speak. Not the barrel holding up the thing. Anyways, it was a 1-point rest. But for me, that's good. It's 65 yards, so it was fun. And I got some more. I got these just came in. In fact, I'm working on sizing them. Found these Spear hot cores. Found those on, where did I get those? Cheaper than dirt, I think. For loading, squeezing them down to 0.56. A 356. Well, I wanted them at 356. Mine are coming out 3565 when I measure them. But that's, I picked up a Lee sizing die, and it doesn't do a perfect job. Okay, I've got an NOE for 0.357, 0.356 coming, which will be on the money. And I have a mold. I ordered a mold before I ordered the upper, but then I didn't finish the order. I had it sitting in their cart. And I don't know why I didn't finish it. Maybe I was thinking about it or something. Well, I went in about 2 days ago to get on their website and say, wow, I haven't got that yet. Usually I get something from NOE in about a week. And it had been over a week. Well, I looked in there and said, damn, it's still in the shopping cart. Oops. So it isn't NOE's fault that it's late. It's my fault because I never placed the order. I do like that, though, that you can go ahead and be shopping and put something in your shopping cart and leave it. Because particularly like sizing things and little pieces, I'll leave them in there until I need a mold or something else because I don't want to pay the shipping and just $10, $12 worth of stuff. So I'll let it sit there and build up. That way I can't forget it for next time. So it is what it is. So I'm playing around with what I got. I got some other 180 grain bullets coming, full metal jackets from somebody, I forget who. I've seen it on Facebook, and they had, Powder Valley had some. And they were like $23 a hundred for the good bullets, the ones that Winchester's putting on their hunting rounds. Cool, you know. So anyway, they got those coming, but they're not here. This is what you have to do to your bullets at your dog eats your box, okay? She's a puppy. My wife was saying smart stuff like, oh, you better not stand behind her when she's pooping. I don't think she had any bullets. She's got this thing about cardboard. She always has. She just loves it. And the things that she'll decide to eat is... Anyway, so hopefully everybody enjoys this video. I'm going to try pasting things together here and there. And my granddaughter's teaching me how to use this software. Oh, well. You know, it's terrible. It's 14, and I realized today that she's a lot smarter than I am. Okay, here's those bullets I'm telling you about. These are the Hornady XTP 38 caliber 357. They're made for 357. Now I've sized them down to .3565, and they say the 158 grain. They're pretty darn close. 158.4. Well, let's see how much we actually got. This is all the bullet pieces I could pick up there. I did catch it good. Some could have flown somewhere, I don't know, but there's one large piece, then there's a bunch of little pieces. Okay, there's everything. Retention was only 97.8 or 97.7 grains, so yeah. It came apart. Now the big piece, I wouldn't use this bullet on game, but I think it'd be a good target load. I mean, if you didn't want to cast, I'm going to cast. Here's the, what's that right there? There's the main piece. You see where it just ripped the jacket and everything right off. It did not stay together. I didn't know if it would or not. The main piece was 74.4 grains, so just under half. So it shed a lot of its weight. But boy, it hits that steel hard. Okay, let's see if we can finish this up. I just wanted to mention one thing. When I can, I like to crimp on or load to the canalure. There was no load data for this. I got it from some people. Thank you. But you know, we're starting out with this 350 Legend kind of on our own. I tried loading. When you looked at the picture of the rounds in the magazine, they look quite short. Here's one that I tried to load over the canalure. Can you canalure? That little bit over made it ram it into the lands. I mean, you had to take a block of wood to get the AR open. I mean, so that's even if you could chamber, it wouldn't give the bullet any chance to get going, and it'd be like having a blocked barrel, which will kaboom. So I set it back a ways. I didn't want to get that stuck thing in there. I know that a bullet needs a little bit of room to get moving before it hits the rifling and all the resistance. And it made me a little nervous because this was, you know, 0.0005, bigger than it should be because the damn die. And anyways, it's just life. That's why I backed them off there. And they seem to work, but I think that's why I don't have any pressure signs on these, okay? But by the velocity, they're definitely doing what they're supposed to do. I don't want to go any higher than that because the original information I'd got from the man, he was using 25.6 a little gun. He said anything above that, he started seeing pressure signs and primers back. But that 158 grain bullet was a cast bullet. It wasn't this one. I mean, again, you got just a little bit of data. So I backed off quite a ways. And I started at 23 grains a little gun. And that was okay, but it wasn't always picking up the next round. Sometimes it'd throw the brass out, but I wouldn't pick up the next one. So I went up to 23.5. And that works, functions. The only problem I have is that last round, and I don't know. It could be the bullet shape, God knows what. But I'm not going to shoot a million of these, so I ain't going to worry about it. And oh, by the way, this is Starline brass. I didn't mention it, but it's all Starline brass. And I know there's a difference in the thickness of the brass. I bought Starline because, again, I seen a video that said the Starline brass works much better with cast bullets, and that's what I want to use. I think it's Eagle Eye Shooting I got the cast bullet information from. In fact, that's why I ordered that mold. He's using NOE mold. Anyways, that's it. So anyway, this is my data. I mean, if you use it, you're on your own. You're taking your own risk because this is not published anywhere. Hopefully someday it will be, at least anywhere I can find. But it's a Hornady XTP, .357 bullet, size to .356. And I forgot to write it down. I mean, I cleared the damn lab radar, but it was over 23. It was below 2350. So let's call it 2,300 feet per second. The bullet number is 35750. And now I ended up with 23.5 grains of little gun. I'm using CCI Magnum rifle prime, small rifle primers. And cartridge overall length was 2.010, which is right on the contour, what the hell you call it. The dummy round, but there. Here I'm seeing it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyways, in fact, here's my 2 dummy rounds I set up for that little cast bullet. Not bad, is it? It's not an NOE mold. I couldn't find a NOE this is one I used for my 9mm subsonics, 147 grain. Because that Kimber of mine, that Kimber 1911, has a really tight chamber. This one is a little, NOE likes to have squatty rounds. This one is a little pointy, more pointy. So again, it's not squatty here, so it chambers just fine. The mold, I'm not used to using their molds. It's kind of like a Lee mold, but different. For me, it doesn't cast as well, but I don't know. I mean, the mold's good, and it was. Anyway, so those were fun, and I'm going to load up some of those just to screw around with. Now they're only going. I should do another video, but I gotta forget things like 1650, 1700. They weren't going that fast. They still rock the steel okay, and they were accurate. The neat thing is both of these I don't have to adjust the scope for, which is cool. I like it, but I'm only 65 yards. Okay, so kind of. I wanted to try them out farther. I wrote on there to try them out farther, but I did it again right before I finished this video here, and I put it farther in than I did the first time, and it still just rams into those lands. It's like, no, I don't want that. It's asking for trouble. Besides, I'm not going to load a million of these things. You know, I'm not going to. Once I get my cast bullet, if it works, that's what I'll do. I shoot cast 99.9999% of the time. Now, when I did those casts, when I loaded those up, they don't have a gas check, and the one I'm waiting for is for a gas check. Well, I made them fairly hard. I never tested them, but they were, I figured, what did I figure? Yeah, right here, I got this. A pound of linotype, 2 pounds of wheel weights, a pound of lime number 2. I didn't do a lot of them. And that, on my calculator, told me it should be 14.6, and that's if it wasn't water quenched, and I water quenched it, so they should be hard. My guesses are 18, 19, something like that. So there we go. That's my deal. And I'm happy with it. I really am. I'm kind of hoping to play with these spear bullets. I just got 180 grain. Just using the webcam here for this. Those are new. I have the webcam because my granddaughter has some math tutoring she gets every week. And so she sits here to do it. Well, I figured, hey, it's there for her. I might as well try it out. I don't know if you can see that thing or not. Looks a lot like the factory ammo. I don't remember what these were, but they were a pretty good deal. They weren't any more expensive than these. But again, I bought these online. They were on sale, and I bought these right. The other ones, I did not. But it's all right. I like to support our local guys. There have to be more money. So anyways, I'm having fun with my 350 Legend. I really am. The recoil, I mean, there's some recoil, but it ain't nothing. I got used to shooting that 450 Bushmaster, and that recoil's serious. Oh, I found some of my cast bullets from the 458 SOCOM in that bucket, the sand that I tore apart. And anyways, they were there, man. In fact, the 500 grain, which is a subsonic, was near the end of the bottom of the barrel, and it wasn't deformed hardly at all. Now, the sand does rip the powder coat off those things. I think it's just so abrasive. But it stops them. They can't. Nothing's, knock on wood, has went through the bottom of the barrel since I filled them up with just sand. And I'm talking, I've hit it with everything from 4570, 458 SOCOM, supersonics. I've hit it, of course, with this 350 Legend, 223s, 308, stuff like that. Nothing's went through the bottom of it yet. I tore that one bucket down to get all the stuff out of it, the bullets, and I was surprised that most bullets just got beat to death. That's all there is to it. That sand is hard on them bullets. That's all there is to it, all of them. I mean, now I had some 44 mags. I had 5 of them. Maybe I'll add them to the end of this little conversation. And they all survived. Now those were regular, what I'd call hunting rounds. They were hollow points, and my son-in-law gave me a bunch of. He gave me a couple hundred of them. Play he got at an auction. He doesn't load them. Well, I loaded them up, and they were expanded fairly well. And those I had shot out of a Marlin lever gun, and all 5 of them survived. I mean, they were nice and big, opened up. They definitely would have done a job hunting. So, I mean, I don't know if it has as much range as the 350 Legend, but let me tell you what, it would take a deer down without any problem at all. Anyways, it's a fun gun. You know what they went and did, Bear Creek Arsenal, and bad people? After I got on their mailing list, they sent me a deal on a 450 Bushmaster upper. I wanted to get a Trump. This price was so good I could beat it. It was like $2 1/4. It's still sitting over there in the box. It was like maybe a project for this winter. I'm still playing with this, having fun with it. And I picked up a cheap scope I seen on somebody's from Amazon. From somebody had it on a video. It was $60-70. That's all it was, and it's just nice as can be. It's illuminated if you want it, a retina, but I never turn that on. Why eat up the battery? It's just fine the way it is. So I like this gun. It's fairly light, so it's easy to hold like this for a little bit and really steady on a target. Like, you know, all those rounds I was shooting in this and the water and the steel, those were all just offhand. They weren't erased or anything like that. You see, one of them I missed the bullseye, but it's a 4-inch bullseye. So if I can hit the 4-inch bullseye, I'm usually happy. And how bad that thing threw it back. That back plate is probably 8 or 9 pounds. That's all AR-500, right? Or better steel. I actually had to put some Romex wire through the chain halfway up, so it wouldn't go wham and come over and you'd go pull it back over again. And it just about pulls up the back one too when it goes, but that's fun. And it looks like it's cockeyed. Well, what's cockeyed is the ground underneath, because it's tapered for the water runoff, stuff like that. So I actually, when you look at it, the boards on the left, if you go back and look at it, there's two 2x6s on the left to jack that thing up. It looks like that it's not level, but it is level. And what it is it's, if it wasn't level, when you would hit it, it'd go back and go sideways, and chain would flip over. So that's why I want it level. It works good now, it's level. But man, it rocks. That thing rocks as good as the 450 Bushmaster on that piece of steel. It really does. Nothing else moves it that hard. Well, 4570 would, but nothing else I shoot does. 308, I don't know, maybe. I don't shoot the 308 that much. I don't know why. I just don't. I loaded it up, set it there. I haven't used up 100 rounds of ammo since I loaded a year or two ago. Which I got a few hundred rounds of ammo. I probably should get there and play with it. All right. Oh, I got to remember to put those pictures of that 44 mag on here. I got them. There we go. Finally did another gun video. It only took me months and months. Goodbye, everybody.